with the thunder, baby, might just clap your crew.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video from Bulls to the Wall Trading. This is going to be my recap video for today, October 13, 2017. I hope everybody's having a great Friday and a good start to your day. I will be recapping the stocks that I picked out last night, along with some that I saw this morning, and let you know the trade that I got in on, or what I liked and what I didn't like. I unfortunately today got into a stock and I lost a little bit of money. It wasn't my fault. It was something with my broker, a little thing with my broker that I don't like, and I'll explain it in the video. I use UStockTrade to buy and sell, and I use TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim to look at charts. So it's a little bit different buying and selling on UStockTrade, but you're paying way less money for fees, and it's, I guess you get what you pay for. Is that how you say it? You get what you pay for? But it's just one of those things. I'll show you guys what happened, and hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes. As always, I'm not a financial planner or a financial advisor, so please do your own research. And this channel is dedicated to you guys. I'm here to share my experiences. I'm here to teach you guys. I'm here so you guys can hopefully learn from me, and I like to think that I'm doing a good job at that. I see people watching my videos. I have a couple new subscribers, so thank you. Let me know if you guys have any questions, or if there's anything that you want to see. So without further ado, let's get into these charts and let's review what happened today. Alright, everybody, so here we are. Let's take a look at what we have today. Oh, I got an error right here. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, performance. Let's see, are we still running? I just got a message from TD Ameritrade saying there was a performance error, but I think we're still good. I mean, I think we're a little bit slow, but let's try this out. So I'm not going to waste time with the low volume stocks. I think by now, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I only trade high volume stocks, so I'll start with the high volume ones. So AMPE is the first one on the list that has a decent amount of volume. And let's see what we got here. It got a high, or it reached a high of $1.34 yesterday. This morning it creeped up, but it could never really get there to where we wanted it, to the 134 point. So it wasn't an attractive stock for me. Next one, ONCS, same situation. It had a nice little run, but it couldn't get up to what we wanted it to go. So so not really that big of a deal. And I guess this is a good thing, because you can see it's Friday, October 13th at 10:12 in the morning. Next one, ITEK. This one is one that I had last night. Obviously, since I'm going over it, we had our line right here at 376. It broke through that in the pre-market to highs of 415, so that's where I drew my line. I kept an eye on this one. I was hoping that it would go and break through the $4.15 with, why does it keep doing that? Hoping that it would break above the $4.15 with high volume, which you see it has right here. It's the market's been open for about 30 to 40 minutes and it already has 8 million, but it's not moving up the way we wanted it to, so we didn't miss much there. With these stocks, again, I'm not going to review the low volume stocks. I only trade high volume, so let's start with ADHD. More of the same here. We had our high at 139, and when the market opened, it just went downhill, so we didn't miss anything there. CPST, this one, we drew our line right here at 122, and it reached highs of 126. So if I would have been keeping up with this one in the morning, I would have drawn my line right here at 126, and this one would have been a nice little play. Actually, no, I'm sorry, it's not at 126. It is right here. that is around 129. So at the market open, you could have gotten in around 129 and rode this to 135. I did not keep up with this one because in the pre-market, which is the time frame before the market opens, it had low volume. So I don't even bother looking at stocks that have low volume, even if it's on my watch list. BIOA is another one that I was eyeing. It had decent volume. So this is our line from last night. Let me go back. We had our line at 66 cents. Just give me 1 second, guys. So 66 cents, it broke through this morning to around 67 cents. And at the market, it broke through and it made it to 68 cents. So really a 1 cent profit wasn't really worth it. I was keeping an eye on this, but when I saw these little white lines, that's when I discarded it. I didn't really like it anymore. It had volume, but these little white lines tell you that the price opened and closed there, so it didn't move. It didn't do anything. So I didn't really like that, so I discarded it. INFI is the next one up. I think we had this one last night, but I think our price was around here, maybe, or maybe this was the price. I don't remember, or maybe I'm getting them confused. Regardless, it made a high of 389. It has 7 million in the volume, but again, it didn't perform the way we wanted it to. It just kind of kept coming down. It had a nice little run here, but again, it's far off from where we want it to be. So we didn't miss much there. And the one that I found this morning is MARK, and this one's the one that I invested in and ended up losing a little bit. You can see why I picked it, because it moved up in the pre-market. It moved a lot, actually. So I drew my line at the high of the pre-market, which was right here at $4.42, and that was my target price to get in, around $4.41, $4.42, anticipating the break above. So it broke above and it went to $4.54. So it did everything that I wanted it to. So you might be saying, well, how did you lose money? So like I said in the beginning, I use UStockTrade to buy and sell. I use UStockTrade because the fees are way lower. It's $1 to buy, $1 to sell, and you can trade every day. You don't have to wait 3 days for your money to settle if you have a small account. So what happens with UStockTrade is that you cannot buy with a stop limit at the same time. TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim allows you to do that. What does that mean? That means that if I was buying on TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, I could put in an order to say buy, let's say 100 shares at $4.41, but sell my 100 shares at $4.36 if the price dips down. So essentially you're putting in two orders. You're saying buy me at this price and sell me at this price. So that's amazing. I mean, that's incredible from Thinkorswim, and I'm pretty sure all the other brokers do it. So that's great, because you're putting in your order and you're putting in your safety net. That's incredible. I love that. What I don't love is the fees from Thinkorswim, and what I don't love is the fact that I have to wait 3 days to trade again. So now, how does UStockTrade do it? UStockTrade allows you to buy, but you cannot put a stop loss order until you have those shares. So what do? As soon as my order gets filled, as soon as they tell me, hey, okay, you bought, let's say 100 shares at $4.51, I have to go to the app, go to a strategy feature, and manually put in my stop loss order. That can take 3, 4, 5 seconds. What happens? If you guys have been in the stock market, you guys know that this price action moves very, very quickly. So when I got filled in at $4.51 and I went into the application to put my stop loss, to to put my safety net just in case the price went south. In those 4 or 5 seconds, the price went up to 454 and it started coming down. So I never had a chance to profit. I never had a chance to put a sell order at 454 or 450 or whatever, because it moved very, very quickly. And in the time that I got my order filled and went to go put my stop loss, this had already went up and it started coming down. So that's one thing that I don't necessarily like about Ustocktrade, but like I said, you get what you pay for. You know, you're getting $1 trades. So, you know, things like this can happen if you do decide to go with Ustocktrade. I would love for them to have a feature where you can buy with a stop loss at the same time, like TD. But as of right now, they don't have it. And let me see if I can show you how TD does it. Let's see if I still have it set up. Yeah, see, so right here. So these are old orders or custom orders that I had set up before when I was trading with TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. So you could put in an order to buy 1,000 shares, and then you're putting an order to sell those shares at 2 cents below what you bought it. So let's say you bought 1,000 shares at $1. At the time you put that order, you're also putting an order to sell 1,000 shares at 98 cents, protecting you from a potential fall in the price. So this is awesome, but again, I don't like the fees and I don't like waiting 3 days. Some of you guys might be saying, well, why don't you buy without a stop? Why don't you just buy and sell really quickly? The reason I don't do that is because you're not guaranteed that the price is going to go up. I could buy in at 441 or 440 and the price could just dip right away to, you know, let's say 420, and right there you lost 20 cents a share. That's why it's always important to buy with a stop, to protect yourself, to protect your money, and to protect your investment. Nothing is guaranteed in this market. Nothing is guaranteed in the stock market. Just because, you know, we drew our line and, you know, it's coming up close doesn't mean that it's a sure thing that it's going to break above. You always have to protect yourself. You always have to say to yourself, okay, well, how much am I willing to lose? Okay, let me put my stop, you know, 3 cents below the price, 5, 10, whatever the case may be. So I will always buy with a stop loss. I mean, I'm not really mad at Ustocktrade. That's just how they do things. And I'm going to keep using them because of the fact that it's so cheap, and I've made money with them before. I would love to see them fix that issue, but for now, that's all we got. That about is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday and have a great weekend. Be on the lookout for my watch list video, probably Sunday night. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to leave me a comment and I will get back to you or make a video answering your questions. And just keep your head up, guys. You guys can do this. It's not hard. I hope these videos are helping you out. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. Thanks again for watching and have a wonderful weekend.